Hello and welcome to your pick a reading. Take a moment to pause and see the card that you were drawn to, and I will be putting timestamps below in the description box, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, reading number one. This is the reading for the ones who chose this remembrance card. So we're going to be pulling cards for this. So remembrance, there is feelings here of going back and thinking about things in the past, whether it's relationships. These are deep things, hurts, lessons. You know, there could be things coming up, maybe even a feeling like you're going through something that you've already went through before, maybe something that you thought you healed. So there could be things coming up that could be hard to see, to feel, and there's something here about finding and needing balance. There's something here about, I feel like for some, there's something that you could be feeling like it's missing. You could be missing someone, or you could be thinking about someone who has, maybe you feel has hurt you. You know, someone who maybe you could be missing, or someone that you could be feeling like things were a little different. Maybe there's some words that were left unsaid. So let's see what else comes with these cards, or with these messages, I should say. We have the Moon, we have the Seven of Skulls, and we have the Daughter of Knives. So this is definitely a card of looking back and thinking about, you know, everything in between, from the past and the future, you know, and it's all the lessons in between, the phases that you went through. And it's about endings and new beginnings, and then endings again and new beginnings. So there's something here about cycles and different phases of that, letting go and then moving on and then letting go again. So it's like repeated healing, repeated hurts. But I feel like there is one specific situation or person that could be still tugging at your heart, tugging at your heartstrings. Here we have the Seven of Skulls. With this, I'm getting with that tugging, it's like holding on to still something that maybe is not there anymore, or maybe it has shifted. So even if there is something there, there's something here, an energy that has shifted in a relationship or situation, and you could still be holding or hoping for something, or maybe wishing that you could say something, or hoping that someone could say something to you. We have Daughter of Knives. This is about wanting to move on, but at the same time, sometimes you can go back. Some people can be feeling, some of you could also be feeling naive in a situation, like, how could I have not seen something? And that may not resonate with everybody. And some of you could be feeling like this, something that can turn, like hurt can sometimes turn into anger. And then that's when you go back and forth with placing like the blame, whether it's like you say, oh, you know, I shouldn't have, or why did I too, like, how dare this person? But then it kind of goes back to you with like, now what can I do about this? Like moving on, letting it go and stuff like that. So there's something here about going back and forth. I'm getting a lot of letting go feelings. This is very important. And maybe you have let go, but sometimes you have to do it more than once for your for you to kind of get used to that new. It's kind of like reprogramming, knowing that you're going to be okay without this situation, or knowing to be okay even without having closure sometimes in a situation. Let's see what else is going on for group number one. We have Aquarius, I know. And with this card right away, I'm getting that you want to know more. So there's something here, words left unsaid, words left unspoken, or wanting to know either what's going on with the other side, with the other situation or person, or you want to know why something happened. There's things here that maybe you never got to figure out, or maybe deep down inside you do know, but you're still questioning. There's something here that you could be still questioning or wanting to understand more. I also feel like for some of you, there's something here that you want another person to know, that if you could go back in time, you would have said this way or something like that. So you could be replaying scenarios in your head, like if you can go back in time, what you would say. And then we have card number 44, Solar Eclipse Revolution. This is really about major change. This is about something that comes and kind of like shocks you a little bit, and then you start over. You know, you learn to move on, and you also see your strength in this. I feel you also see your strength in this. And for some of you, the experience, you could be feeling like it was a big lesson. Let's see what else is going on here. And then we'll pull more cards to see the situation. Let's see. What do we get for group number 1? Reading number 1. What do we get for group number 1? I feel like that's your card. We have organization. What I'm getting with this, and we have drama. I want one more card from here, and then we're moving on to see more of the situation, the past, what it was, the present, and the future of that, or how it happened, how it progressed, how it started and how it ended, or how it, whatever. We'll see what comes in. We got 4 cards here. We have organization, we have drama, we have escape, and we have acquisition here. So there's something here with the energies of all 3 of these cards. There is something here about this could have been something that really was very stressful. It was crazy. And even if maybe before it felt good, it was still a little crazy. You could have seen some red flags in a situation here. There was a lot of drama. And for some, this didn't happen right away. It could have happened that it was a calm situation at first and then became crazy. Like people could flip sometimes and do a 180. It could be a relationship or situation here. And you were not expecting this. Some of you could have been shocked by this situation. We have escape. So I feel with this, it's like when you let something go, there's a kind of freedom that happens, you know, with this. But also sometimes you could go back and think about that, revisit it in the memories, maybe the good parts about it. And so you could be hanging on to the good thing or what you thought you saw in the beginning of that situation or relationship. But I feel like by the change that happened, you could be free of the drama, but there could be still something that you could be hanging on to or missing, or maybe even a disbelief of how someone can do something like that can hurt somebody, whatever this is, the situation. And then we have here some room for something better. So there could have been a better situation that happened after this, but for some strange reason, you could be going back to revisit this relationship or situation in your mind. Like you could be thinking about this person, or it could be like unfinished business or words left unspoken. So there could be things here that are happening that could be bringing up memories from the past, feelings from the past. Okay, so now we're going to see what this situation was. Relationship situation for group number 1. Just want to get the right cards out for you guys. So right away we have the wanting to know more right now. So there's something here that you could be thinking of, wanting to know more, understand more. There's something here about which direction something was going, where is it going in the future. Some of you could be thinking of maybe wishing you could reconnect and explain or get closure, or reconnect and have a more stable situation, depending on your situation. There could have been something where you met through a group of people, or it could be internet situation or social media, a group with other people, or introduction from one person that could have introduced you to somebody or a situation. Some of you really thought about having like a long-term future with this person, like whether it's a close relationship or a deeper connection, or a serious, like an intimate relationship. So depending on the situation here, someone was thinking about hoping for something more long-term, and it could be even on both sides, but for whatever reason, there was something that was unsteady about this. So somebody saw red flags in the beginning, and then there was something that got a little bit more aggressive towards the end, and maybe even someone that you can't trust, not 100%. There's messages, and there's something here about nurturing and taking care of yourself. There could be a female involved in a situation. It could be the person. It could be someone connected to the person as well. So something could have happened with someone else as well. So there's something here about things there's red flags, but then there could have been warnings or red flags that you could have seen or heard or something. But at the same time, there was a strong connection with the situation. It seemed okay. There could have been a social environment where you connected with someone or found out or entered the situation. There was something beautiful about this, that you felt almost like that it was a lucky situation, too good to be true, kind of, you know, but also wondering, you know, why things happened the way they were. This is also making me feel like there's something here about wishes. So I don't know if this is wishing to know more, wishing you can say something, you know, maybe a message, maybe even talk to someone else or a third party that's connected with the person here. So there could be something here like this, or you could be seeing that maybe someone did something with someone else, the same situation, or there was a warning from someone. Or maybe you're thinking about warning someone, but there's something here still, even though there's warnings and feelings of not being able to trust. So someone could be very sneaky or smart with how they speak, or you know, when people speak and communicate, there could have been motives. You could have started seeing that stuff. Or this could be also something you haven't realized yet, that you could be wondering about, if there are motives here. This feeling of long-term situation could have been at some point on both of your minds, not just you. It could have been also on theirs, but there's something here about very strong personality, controlling, or you're seeing a different side. There could have been a money situation as well. Somebody could have been hoping, or there could have been monetary motives, or control, something about control. And this is a card of stability, so it's you would have been always looking to have an anchor, always looking to have more stability, always wondering if this would have been a steady thing or something that could be rocky. So there's something here about control, unstable situation, long-term plans, but it doesn't look stable or steady. So this is something you guys could have seen. What else? For group number 1, we have the 7 of Wands and we have the Hermit card. So this is all about really protecting yourself, staying on top. And this person or situation would have dragged you down, I feel, with this. I feel like this is the light that you will be seeing or should be seeing or learning or something like this. If you see it from a higher perspective, or if you look at it from a helicopter view and you look down and you see yourself in a situation, you could be seeing that you need to protect yourself and you need to move on. And whatever this is would have been dragging you down or draining you, stressing you out like unnecessarily, and not being supportive, I feel, with this. And this is like the seeing the light in the situation, you know, and staying above this situation. What is like the lesson, soul contract, or anything like that here? What is the lesson for group number 1? What is the lesson for group number 1? I'm looking for cards that fly out. Oh, we have quite a few lessons here. So we have taking risks. There could have been something that you did that maybe before you wouldn't have done. Maybe you either took a chance on someone that was not your usual person that you would have opened up to or trusted. Maybe you had, maybe you let your guard down with a situation that it really seemed appealing to you because you had that, you know, the clovers, like it looked like a good luck situation or too good to be true. So there's something here where you can see that you did step into something courageously that maybe you wouldn't have done in the past. We have standstill. Let me look at all of these cards. We have going forward, we have adventures, and we have embracing. So what I'm getting with these is there was an experience here that you wouldn't have had if you didn't allow this connection or something like that. There's a standstill here, but in this card, what I'm getting, it's not standstill, but I'm getting like there was something here. There was a reason why this happened, or this connection. There had to be something in there that it could have lit something in you that maybe wasn't lit before, but it's all about not getting lost in that experience, because sometimes people come just for a moment to teach us something, and they're not meant to stay, or a situation even as well going forward. This could have been a lesson also to learn something before you happen to run into another situation similar in the future that could have been even bigger. So I feel like with this, it's like you learned something that you would be doing different now from what you learned from this situation, that when the next thing comes in the future, you're gonna know what you're going to allow and what you're not going to allow, that maybe you learned from in this situation, because the feelings are big and you're not going to forget how that felt. So there could be something that will test you, you know, and you could be feeling that test right now, and this could be why things are coming up. You could be meeting new people, or walking into new situations, or situations could be opening up for you, opportunities, but it's about protecting yourself as you're going. So it's about holding on to those experiences, holding on to the beautiful parts and the lessons, and letting everything else that we don't need go. We have adventures, and I feel like this has to do with that taking risks, being open to some new things, but also not giving too much too soon, taking your time with things. So we have embracing, and there is something here that I feel like you may not be regretting an experience in between this. There could have been a beautiful moment or something here that you could be taking on, but there's a lesson. So let me see here. There's something here about not getting burned, moving on in the future when it comes to who you're letting close to your heart. There's something here about seeing the truth, like you had to see it. And there could have been a soul connection from a previous situation, if you believe in that. It could be a past life connection or something like this. And this could have been like a lesson in this lifetime in order to move forward. Let's see what else we have for you guys. We have don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. And prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. You could have said, I gave this person this, I gave this person that, you know, and this didn't happen. I did this and I did that. So it's like, it's okay. Like, don't be hard on yourself. And this is about not letting the situation dim your light. You know, we remember things that sometimes there's a lesson there, and we have to see why are we still being triggered from something that happened, you know, that we realize and see that it's not for us. You know, why are we still connected to that? Why aren't we cutting those cords and moving on and shining our light? Like, why are we allowing someone else to dim our light? You know, why do we hang on to sometimes people that hurt us or things like that? So, and then we have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. With this, I feel like it's about endings and beginnings, like major life changes. And this is about expansion and growth. And I feel like with this card, there's so much more to do. And the arrow stands out to me. So it's like sometimes things pull you back so that when you move forward with more force. So there's something here that could have lighted or ignited something in you to do well, to keep moving and to do better, you know, to move on and to do better than what was in the past. We have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, and this has the same similar energy as this, like going through something major here, but making you stronger and focused on your goals here, what it is moving forward. So it's about learning from this, bringing balance and connecting with your higher self and knowing your worth, knowing that, you know, and sometimes also understanding that it's not about you. You did nothing wrong. Sometimes people have trauma from their past and whatever is going on. And it's knowing that it's not personal. And sometimes we bring closure to ourselves. And knowing that we can count on us and our higher selves. You know, knowing that you have source. And also when you have a tough time, don't forget that you can ask, you know, source and your spirit guides for help. So I hope that this was helpful. Let me know if this resonated with you in the comments. I'll be looking out for comments. And if this resonated with you, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 2. This is your message. We have the message, positive outcome. So there is something here you could be looking for, or maybe you're seeing signs. Card number 28. So this is a very spiritual card. Maybe you're looking for signs, or you're seeing signs from your guides, from spirit, from ancestors. So there could be something here that you could be thinking or hoping for. A message on something that you could be going through. We're going to see what your situation is. What's going on with this card. I'm just mixing the cards. Let's see what is going on with group number 2. We have the dove, we have the hands up. So there's something here about security, needing to be held, wanting comfort, or wanting to know something about the future. Here, some guidance from the spirit guides. We have the 9 of scepters, we have the 5 of knives, and we have the 4 of skulls. There's something here about reserving energy. There's something here also about protecting yourselves, your goals, or something that you have this desire of doing. So there could be guidance here on how to break free from a difficult situation or find a solution. Maybe somebody hurt you. Maybe somebody... there's something here about there could be feelings of hurt, shame, embarrassment. Somebody that can make you feel bad. There could be deceiving, someone who deceived you, betrayed you, or feeling like you lost something in a situation here. We have the 4 of skulls. This is about really protecting your energy here. And giving yourself the time that you need. And I also feel like this is about holding on, waiting. If there's a money thing, you could be thinking about securing money as well, depending on a situation, if it's related to financial stuff. But I feel like this is energetic, something to do with relationships or situationship. And so there's something here about protecting yourself, not letting something get in between you and your goals, and feeling hurt. Maybe you're not feeling supported, or maybe someone really tried to go out of their way to hurt you, or bring you down, or shame you, or something. Here with this 5 of swords, this is really feeling like somebody did you wrong, and really having this thing on your mind. And then we have the 4 of skulls, which is the card of, let's wait a minute. I need to feel secure in a situation. So what else is going on with these cards? And then I'll pull more to see what the situation is, or how it started, where it went. So what else is going on with group number 2? Versatility. So I feel like you guys are looking for a message from spirit, and I feel like the message is it's about seeing your it's about not being disturbed, seeing your strength and being flexible with a situation. So it is about staying undisturbed when someone else tries to, disturb you. So it's like someone's poking at you, and they could want to see you react. So it's about not reacting, not giving them the satisfaction, because if you don't give that life, then it doesn't grow into anything. Criticism and revenge. So there could be some angry feelings here, or some, resentment. And these things are not healthy feelings. We have a balance here of healthy and unhealthy. So it's deciding what, how do you turn this into and transform it into something positive, instead of something that's going to eat away at you, make things worse, because you don't want to change who you are on the inside because of someone else or another situation that is ugly on the outside. You don't want to become ugly. Like, you don't want to let that ugliness in. So how do you take that and transform it into something beautiful, right? For me, my advice would be to put it into something that you do productive, and make that even more beautiful, and you make yourselves more beautiful, and they will then be triggered by that because they didn't get a rise out of you guys, right? So there could be a message here, like, why did this happen? There's something here about staying strong, being unmoved and not torturing yourself over something here. Yeah, there's something here about someone punishing you, or punishing self, like something here is really triggering, and it's still like not moving towards that thing. Not moving towards it, not going back to it. We have something here about home comfort, and then we have something here about knowledge. So there's it's a lesson, I feel. So something that seemed really, really good in the beginning, something that seemed like a safe place I'm getting with a person or situation. So it could be a person, relationship, or a job situation, turned out to be a risk for you guys. I feel with this, a situation that you can't trust, a situation where you feel like if you stayed in it, you would have just kept punishing yourself. If you go back to it, you're punishing yourself. So there's getting the message about here as well. You could have also seen more information could have came to you. You could have seen something like, if it's social media, you could have seen something from an old post or something. You could have heard some hearsay or something like this about a person or something in the past that maybe this person or situation was not a good situation. I feel like in the beginning this felt like an adventure or something, and somebody could be acting like a child. They could be having like tantrums or something like that, you know, over you avoiding them or something. But with this, it's like, this is a risky situation. They're not healthy, but they could draw people in. So there's something here about manipulation and with how they could be in the beginning. They could be that also this people could be like saying things behind your back. So there could be someone that's trying to shame you, make you feel bad. But you know what I gotta say is, people can see through that stuff. You know, if people know you, they know you. And you know, I have a feeling that this person, a lot of people can see what they're really about. And no matter what they say to them, like deep down inside, they might be not agreeing with this person. So I feel like you guys really don't have to worry about like proving anything or getting revenge or anything like that. It's like staying true to yourselves. We have Libra, I balance, and 12th house, escape. Yeah, this is about bringing harmony to yourself here. Balance and harmony, because when you're wronged, it can really throw you off. And I want to say that a lot of times, like if you think about it and you look around, people really see the truth. Like people don't fool people, right? Like there's people that people know, oh, we can't trust that person. But in front of that person, they might yes them because they just don't want to deal with their nonsense. So even though they might yes them in front of their backs and behind their backs, they might not be trusting them. So stick with, you know, relationships and people that bring you harmony and balance. I also feel like there is a lesson learned here, not trusting too easily or too quickly, really getting to know someone and trusting the red flags. But this person, I feel, could have been manipulative, maybe was trying to be even helpful in the beginning, and then they turned. And you're like left wondering, like what happened, like what is going on? They could have left you like, what is going on here? But wanting to know more, wanting to understand more. So there's still something here that you could be wondering, like, how did this happen? Why did this happen? And you could be feeling like resentment. So resentment eats us up inside. So how do you transmute that energy into something positive? So we have escape, and this is about creative outlet. You know, what are your dreams? And focusing on this and putting that energy, that any of those strong feelings that are not going to be helping you with what you want to do, where you want to go in the future, and transmuting that into your fuel to make you better at what you do. Because obviously if someone is trying to shame you or put you down, there's something there about you that's triggering them. So there is an insecurity with them, because no one who's doing good is going to go out of their way to put someone else down, right? So what do we have here? We have the Nine of Wands, and this is the card of strength, and this is a card of, you know, you keep going, you keep moving. So you guys are going to keep going, keep moving. So this is all about holding on to that strength. Keep your eye focused on your goals and not get distracted with nonsense, because maybe other people have time for the nonsense. But you guys, I feel like you guys don't have time for the nonsense. We have adjustment, and this is also the Libra card. This is Libra energy. This is I balance. So really paying attention to what do you need for things to be right, and staying true to yourself, no matter what somebody does, staying true to yourself and putting your foot down when things are right to put your foot down, of course, but letting any other strong emotions or whatever it is from this, you know, letting that go. Anything else for group number 2? We have the Four of Wands. I feel like there's something here to celebrate. I feel like you guys have achieved something, because the Four of Wands is about doing something and getting to a place of achievement or having something to celebrate here. So celebrate yourselves, whatever this is. There's something to celebrate. Feeling that beautiful thing here, planning beautiful things, planning things that make you feel like you're celebrating life or celebrating your accomplishments, your achievements. And we have again the card of Temperance again. We have adjustment and temperance. Temperance is actually cooling things down, whereas adjustment is the card of Justice. But they kind of go together, because adjustment is doing the right thing as well. It's calming things down. It's doing the right thing. In the end, if you do the wrong thing, it's going to lead to further problems. So if there is resentment or anything like that, it's staying true to yourself. It's cooling yourself down. It's calming yourself down, staying calm in the middle of the chaos. Let the other people go chaotic, and you stay calm and steady, you know, and relax, you know. Of course, you know, you're choosing your battles, you know, choosing your battles wisely here. What is the lesson? What is the lesson? We have, when it comes to these lesson cards, I'm like thinking like 1 to 3. Will you get more? Or you got 3? You got 3. Protection. You're learning to protect yourself here. This is all about really not opening up too quickly, not saying yes too quickly, giving yourself time, trusting the red flags if you see it, not opening up too much too quick with someone until you get to know them more and trust them better. I also feel like this is going to make you guys have a stronger outer shell. I feel you may not be so open for a little while still with new people that you meet, and that may not be a bad thing for you guys right now. We have this reminds me of the trees stay strong, and then the storm comes and the trees stay strong. You know, with the roots, the tree is rooted. So you guys are rooted into everything that brought you to where you are now. So there's something here. I feel like with this, there is something that you guys have that is beautiful. It could be triggering. It could be drawing people to you. People could be attracted to you. And it's like you mind your own business and trouble comes to find you or something like that. And because you guys could be people that care about people. You think that other people are the same way too, or you just give them a chance like that. So you're learning to protect yourself, protection. Going forward, you're learning what to do moving forward. And then we have standstill. And that means sometimes to give yourself a minute to see the truth, you know, going forward. So this is the path forward. It's about protecting yourself in on your journey forward, and trusting your instincts. I feel like there could have been some red flags there and you could have seen it, but maybe given someone the benefit of the doubt, or maybe they, you know, were manipulative, or, you know, found a way to charm you or something like that. I feel like you guys are on a healing journey. So once you start healing, you're starting to realize that there's always more to heal. There's another layer. It's like an onion healing. It's like peeling the onion. So we heal in layers. So you're learning, and we have to do it slowly, because if we do it all at one time, it would be too much. So one thing starts and then we're on to the next lesson, you know. So you could be in the middle of, you know, a couple of lessons, and now here's another one. But this one feels like a deep one. This one really feels like you could be left and wondering like why, and wanting to know more. So we have standstill, and this is about also finding time for stillness, because that's where we see more. We see truth, we see clarity, and that's, maybe you'll get your answers here too, because this is looking for answers. And you could be seeing that, you know, what the risk was in this situation, and that you're better off without this. So it's about learning to release, protect yourself, and moving forward and healing. There's a lot of healing energy in these cards, and taking your power back and letting go. And also the card of being gentle with yourself. And I think the last reading got that message as well. What else? For group number 2. One more shuffle. 2 cards. We have a personal issue reaches resolution and believe in the impossible. So this is hard of, there could be some emotional hard times here with these energies. We have the full moon in Cancer. So this is about new beginnings here. So it's clean slate, wiping it clean, and you can color this new part of your life however you want. You can write in a new story, start a new chapter. And we have believe in the impossible, blue moon. This isn't believing yourself. And look at the colors of these cards. It's blue energy here. This reminds me of blue crystalline energy, blue crystal energy, clearing energy, healing energy, and calming energy, something that's soothing. And we also have some energy of resting in this situation. So whatever this drama is not for you, is actually bringing you more peace. So sometimes we miss something, but we realize that it's more quiet. There's less noise, the stillness, you know? Less noise with the stillness card. And with that, you can think clearer, you can create, and you can make better decisions in what you want going forward. Your journey here with this card, moving forward and protecting yourself. So I wish you well, group number 2. Thank you so much for watching. And if this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comments which part did. And if it did, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. See you soon. Hello, group number 3. This is your card. This card called Loss. It's a card of grief and sadness, and it's a card of, it's kind of like death and rebirth. It's card number 20. It's coming back to yourself. It's really coming back to yourself, bringing balance to yourself. And this is a card of going through something that is very deep, and then it's kind of like rebirthing yourself here. So this is about some big things that happen, and what happens with that is going through fragmentation, and it's all about learning how to defragment yourself, bringing back pieces of yourself that you have lost, and bringing that back to you together, bringing those pieces together and rebuilding. It's like a tower moment. It's like the end of something, beginning of something else. And there's a lot of tears with this. There's a lot of emotions and a lot of release with this, and there's a lot of growth with this. And it turns from feeling helpless to feeling angry, and then taking yourself back, picking yourself up, you know, when someone else is not there doing that for you. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. And with this, so usually in this deck you would think this is about money and prosperity and things like that. You could be focused on work, but I'm feeling with this, it's really about putting time and energy into yourself, nurturing yourself here so that you can grow from this situation to a better situation. We also have the Ace of Wands, and this is a new desire inside of you. This is the fire inside of you, new life that grows inside of you in this situation. So the sadness turns into this determination, the strength, you know, transforming that into your fire. And we have the 5 of Cups here, which is disappointment. This is the card of grief, and this is the card of loss and grief. And you could still be, how do you say, feeling your heart pulled to this thing that you missed, you know, in the past. So let's see what else is going on with these energies. We have acquisition. So there's something here that you thought you had, and but I feel like it was not the right thing for you. So that you had to learn, you know, the right thing. We have the card of loss again. So we have 3 cards here of loss and grief. So there's something here that you have mourned, kind of. And sometimes with that, we mourn pieces of ourselves. Like we feel like we lost a part of ourselves, whether it was time that we spent part of our lives, you know, putting this energy into something, putting love into something, and then in the end to be disappointed. So this is about healing and rebuilding. Here we have egotism. So this is also about becoming friends with the ego, because our feelings let us know what's going on. This is about really tuning in and you know, even if we're feeling hurt, we don't want to feel like that, but we don't want to push it away, because we're asking ourselves, why am I still feeling like this? Or why am I, why am I thinking about this? Why am I feeling like this? So this is about learning more about ourselves deep. And this card's called number 5, and it gives me this 5 of Cups feeling also as well. So it's feeling the feelings, going through it, and then healing it, coming out through the other side for something better. Because acquisition, you think you have something, you lose it, and you might even lose yourself. But now it's about bringing that back, acquiring that back, and bringing it back to bring better things, a better situation, a healthier situation, and a new desire to keep going and for better things with knowledge and experience, so we don't repeat the same lessons. What else is going on with group number 3? And then we're going to pull more cards in the situation and see like how it started, how it went. We have the Daughter of Skulls. We have the Sun, and we have the 7 of Scepters. Yeah, so this is all about protecting yourself for the things that feel good to you, to be drawn to the right things to you, not to be drawn to the things that hurt you in the future moving forward. So we have the Daughter of Skulls, and this is thinking about what's right for you. This can also be thinking about the right career for you. So this could be relationship or career, but of a healthier situation for you overall. There could be a new plan now, moving on to something else, or even a change of career, maybe from your life experience. It could have transformed you to change what you're doing, and something about whatever you've been through also could be helping others. So there could be something here that you're going to be working on, a new project or a new skill on helping others. Maybe some of you even studying how to help yourselves. And we have the Sun card, and with this card it's about being drawn to the right thing for you, and this is the card of the light coming in and feeling better, and not going to the things that can make us feel good for a short time. It's about really making the best choices for ourselves, and that's not what this card is, but when I look at it, that's what I'm getting from this card with these energies. And we have that 7 of Scepters, and this is about staying strong, and you're going to keep going. So it's like whatever's trying to take you down, you guys are going to be on top and fighting for yourself. It's about this Ace of Wands. It's about defragmentation and igniting that fire inside of you again, because that light is always there, right? And it's about bringing pieces of yourself back to you and feeling reborn, feeling this new. It's about a new chance, a new day. The light's coming in, a new dawn, whatever. So I should say a new sunrise. So what else is going on with group number 3? I'm looking for cards to fly out. So that's how this works for me. So we have, I feel like it's these cards first. I feel like it's this. So there's something here, not trusting. So this could have left you in a situation where you don't trust, I feel. So you could be closing off or protecting yourselves, like putting armor around yourself when it comes to new connections or new situations. Yeah, you don't trust. I want to say some of you could even feel like you wish you were the chaos in somebody's story. Like you want the roles to be reversed. Like you want to be carefree and not have to worry about, this and that. Do what you want and not have to worry like how you're worrying. Like you want to reverse the situation. But so there's something here about being careful not to repeat the pattern with this mouse card in the future. So we have a Man card here. So there could be a person this could be a person in the past, but it could also be a strong energy, strong or controlling energy, or protective or overprotective or controlling, or a strong energy here, or someone who was like the boss. And there's a connection here. So there could have been a quick thing. It could have been a quick situation with this ring, or really committing or being too loyal too quickly, or committing to someone else here. So this is all kind of like learning how to commit to yourself. And then there could have been something here where you really thought you were going to be with this person and planning a future together with this. And then we have the clock, and there could be something here where this person could have always had you waiting. There's something here about time. So this person could have always had you waiting or worrying or thinking about the future. And we have a mountain, which is the challenge card, and we have wanting to know more lessons learned here with this. Some of you are going to be studying something here, how to help yourself or how to help others, because I feel like there's a relationship situation or situationship, but there's also something here about work as well. We have the flower card. So for some of you, someone could have regretted something, like kind of like miss you when you were gone. So they could have really hurt you when they were there, but they're missing you when you're gone. Whether there is contact or no contact, I feel like there's something here that someone is missing, but it's like the situation is so a little chaotic. If you stay in the situation, I feel like there's chaotic situation with this relationship, but then we have something here where I feel like you're not trusting because of this, and you could be also feeling like you have to shelter yourself from new situations coming in. Anything else? For group number 3, we have YOD Destiny. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And then we have 6th house routine. There's something here about healthier situation for you. Something more stable. And there's something here about, the colors are connected to me. So there's a lot of passion here. And it could have been passion with, if it was an intimate situation, intimately, but also with disagreements. There could have been too hot, too cold kind of thing. But there's also something here about a major lesson. And this was a big one and very emotional lesson. But something to bring you something with more structure and something to bring you a healthier situation. The Tree of Life stands out to me. So it's like we go through things in our timeline. So there could be a major timeline event shift for you guys. Like every 7 years, something major happens. And then you have Saturn return, which is like every 29 or so years. So you could be at one of those timelines. And then there's other timelines in between as well. But so you could be at the beginning of one timeline, the end of one, and the beginning of another timeline for you. Some major life events here. The other thing I'm getting is some of you could have heavy Scorpio placements or heavy Pluto placements in your birth chart as well. And you guys could be going through some major deep things in your lifetime. And some of you had to learn these lessons like on your own. You know, it's like learning on your own. And some of you with these lessons will be doing something with work that is going to help other people with your experience and knowledge, because you can relate. You know what it's like to be on the other side. So some of you, this can be affecting your work as well, you know, as a blessing. In other words, like failures that lead to success. And you could be feeling like a lot of your life in the past feels like that as well. So what are the lessons here? But I kind of feel like we have those lessons, knowing that you have to go through some tough times, challenging times to learn things on your own, and be able to share that with other people, to help other people later on. For some of you, of course, we have protection, flexibility, and freedom. So there's major lessons here of protecting the self, learning the truth. And also there's something here about not trusting, but I feel like there's going to be some balance. So right now you could have the walls up, and then at some point you might slowly take them down with the right people. Or you can learn how to balance making, bringing the walls down a little bit, but with control, you know, not without boundaries, you know, where you need them, healthy boundaries. And knowing that it's okay to have boundaries and not to feel guilty about that. We have flexibility, so it's learning how to flow with situations and learning to see the light in situations, and learning how to hold on to your light during ups and downs, because ups and downs will always happen, you know. But sometimes for some of us that go through a lot, you know, when the downs happen, it hits us much harder. So it's about holding on to the light, knowing that things are going to change, and being able to flow through those times. And then we have freedom. So this is a lesson about freeing yourself and not attaching yourself for too long, because sometimes we attach and we don't realize how long that attachment lasts for. You know, like we hold ourselves prisoners to certain things that are not right for us, or the energies that are not right for us, and we don't realize that, you know, if we think it's 3 weeks and it turns into 3 months, and then it turns into 6 months, and next thing you know, 7 years, you're still crying over the same thing. So it's about finding freedom and really putting back those broken pieces, you know, those shattered pieces of your life or yourself together, and bringing back like your pieces of your soul, you know, that you may have given away, you know, for someone else, or pushed away for something else, and coming back to yourself and coming back to your purpose, you know, here. So let's see what else we have. What else do we have for group number 3? Let me know if this reading resonates with you in the comments. I'll be reading, I'll be looking, I pay attention to that, and if it does, please subscribe, like, and I'll pay attention to that. So step out of your comfort zone. North Node, this is all about your purpose. So I feel like in between all of this, you could be going through figuring out what you want to do. Maybe there could be a change here of your purpose. You could be feeling drawn to do something. And this is a card of doing things opposite or different from what you did in the past. This is like what you came here for. This energy right here is very big. Some of you, there is spiritual work or intuitive things or healing work here. There's something here that's going to help people, I feel, with this. But for some, this can mean also having more harmonious connections and relationships. If you feel like they weren't good in the past, this could be the lesson where you have to find like your soul family, your right people, you know, soul connections, and not focus on anything that doesn't feel like it's aligned with your energy. We have luck on your side. There's something about expansion here and things really moving for you when the time is right. So there could have been a lesson here. So if things feel like they didn't move before, there could have been a lesson that had to be learned first for you to now move. And once you get past it, or as you're getting past this, you're going to be seeing things moving, things happening here, because this is the energy of expansion, and the arrow stands out to me here. So it's like being pulled back, and then you're going to be flying forward. And then we have a time for healing. The balsamic moon. So healing. This is the beginning of something here, and there's more work to do, and then it's going to be the end and then the start of something else. And I feel like you guys are at the end of one point and the beginning of another point, but I feel like there's still more. There's another chapter, but you're at the beginning of this chapter, and then you're going to go through it, enjoying the process, the lesson. And sometimes what I want to say is during the darkest times, we start to see those times where there's that beautiful light there. Like sometimes during the darkest times, there are some moments. Hold on to those moments, the beautiful moments, or the lessons, or we sometimes you can find like little moments of those, like holding on to that. And I feel like that there's a new thing happening here, maybe a new direction, something new you're learning about yourselves, and maybe something new that you're going to be doing and sharing this light with other people, you know, finding your light and then helping other people do the same. So thank you so much for watching. I wish you well, sending love. See you soon.